Washington Commanders obviously in the middle of trying to get a new stadium built in Washington, D.C. That's potentially going to be put on hold. And we learned that from a Truth Social post from the President of the United States, who said they need to change their name back immediately. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if the President has read the tea leaves on the internet or has talked to the Washington fan base. I will say this from a personal opinion and my own personal research. The name Commanders at the beginning, didn't love it. Who are we? The Commanders. Tough name.
Sure.
Good song.
Couple years later here now, after them having some success, Commander's not a terrible name. Not a horrendous name. No. Washington football team, didn't think it was a horrendous name. I think if you win, anybody will like any name. What I will say, though, for the Washington football fans, they played here, away game, a couple years ago. They took over a lot of Lucas Oil Stadium. Okay, they got a big fan base.
Which is wild.
I didn't see a single Washington Commanders piece of merch.
What did you see?
Anybody.
Football team?
No. I didn't see that either. There's no WFTs or WTFs. It was all from the days.
When Alex Smith was there.
Joe Theismann.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doug Williams.
It was
Doug Williams.
Every piece of merch. Shirt, hat. I mean, I think I saw towels, blankets.
Boy.
And there was like 35,000.
Scary Terry went off there.
And they're insane. Deep touchdown to win in the fourth quarter. We should have beat them. It was an awesome environment. It was electrifying. But there was Washington fans everywhere. All of them had Redskins merch on. Yep. All of them. Every single person that was there. Now, is that because they are not from there, so they've been generational fans? Like my dad was a fan, my father's father, my mother's mother was a fan of the team, and this is the only merch that they had. They had not bought the new stuff yet or whatever the case is. I think President Trump knew that there is a contingency of people that are very much on board with getting back to the Redskins name. With that being said, I think it's going to take a lot. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to take a lot for that to happen. Is the threat of a stadium being stopped from being built enough to change it back?
Yep.
I think the new ownership group certainly has something to figure out.
That's a bold play.
Now, obviously, there is a former, I believe before he was president, Donald Trump tweeted about this, saying that the president was president talking about the name of a football team.
Yeah, more important things.
There are some important things out there. Huh?
Situations are situational, obviously, and you can kind of do this whole number. But I think what people need to realize, especially the people that are very against whatever he says, and if he says something this time that you're against, it's like there is a contingency people on the other side that are very loyal and pumped behind that. And now we find ourselves yet again at a beautiful crossroads of boom, I'm right. No, I'm right. Until nothing happens, all I know is they need a new stadium.
Bad.
Okay? The poop pipes were bursting.
So bad.
All over the place. People are damn near dying with rails cracking from fans doing this. People are having a drink of beer. All of a sudden, what's in their beer? Poop and water and urine. What's that from? The pipe right above me burst. Yeah. Boom. John took a dump 2 seconds ago. Now it's in my beer because this stadium stinks. Things cracking. People potentially falling. This is a massive organization. Yeah. This is the biggest league on earth. This is the most profitable league on earth. They have been an embarrassment. That stadium has been an embarrassment to the league. We used to see it and think to ourselves, is that an MLS stadium? It can't be an NFL stadium. That's got to be an old NFL stadium, right? They got a new NFL stadium. They moved out of that stadium. Now the XFL's playing there. Is that where the D.C. Defenders are playing? Or no, that's where the Washington NFL team is still playing at. It's like, that's an embarrassment. Can't have that. So can't have the stadium holdup happen for the good of the league, for the good of the game. But boy, it feels like if actual politics are getting involved and the president's involved, and there's a lot of, on both sides, I think it's a big classic, Washington, D.C., I don't think anything's happening.
Feels pretty simple to me.
Feels like we're playing that stadium for the next 20 years.
I don't know. You want a new stadium? Go back to one of the most recognized names in NFL history.
Yeah.
Clearly, that is how one side definitely feels.
They can't play in that stadium. Like and you just said it. It is for the next 20 years, and we're all going to watch because Jaden Daniels is there. Like, this is now becoming a premier place. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have Deebo Samuel and Terry McLaurin. Like, they have notable names, and now Jaden Daniels is, 24? So for the next 15 years, this team's going to be on prime time and competing for Super Bowls. They got to get the stadium done.
I got to get that guy's deal done, first of all.
Yeah,
Terry McLaurin. How about the ownership being like, Terry, we want to get your deal done. Do you know what we're dealing with?
You see this post?
You on Truth? You on Truth Social?
You know who this is?
Okay, that's the President of the United States.
You're not on it?
Okay, we're talking multiple billion. Terry, we're trying. Will you just tell me we can't, please? We're trying to get this whole thing done. That's the president. Yeah. Can he veto us getting a stadium? Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah, he certainly can. He certainly can make it a lot harder. Then there'll be judges and this, and then some regional judge will bump it.
Sure.
I've been learning a lot about all this, way too much. My algo, especially now because it actually is football related.
Yeah.
So my algo is like, I don't know if you've heard, but the time has come. Politics and sports. Boom. Here's it right down your feed. Here's everybody that's pissed off about it. Here's everybody that's pumped about it. Wow, you'll be surprised to hear that these people actually want this. It's like, who are that? Well, that's actually a Native American society, blah, blah, blah. They are against? No, they're for it. Well, I just read that this Native American society is, well,
two separate entities.
which side?
Yeah.
Different.
How they ever get anything done?
That's exactly why they won't go back.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, everybody from the top down, they've been doing everything right. You know, and the stadium will get done. I think this is just, just yapping on social media. I am concerned about what's going on with the NIL potentially limiting what they can make. But wherever they play, whatever the team name is, which I think it will be Commanders. That guy, those highlights he's been running, that's the guy they need to keep in the building. Because I think when he was drafted, it was still the Redskins, and he's been dominant. He's been productive year in and year out, regardless of who's at quarterback. Conman just called it. Jaden Daniels being there seems to be the face of the franchise, should be a guy for the next decade at least. You want to get your guy who's been a pillar in the organization in there and standing there comfortable. All these wide receivers are getting paid. All these people are getting paid. He should be the first guy on the list to get taken care of before camp.
Will the Commanders be just another... Oh, you remember when? Your president, AJ, made a statement about the Washington whatevers. How do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I don't know. Have we ever seen a president before dip his toe into the NFL waters on what a team should be named?
Yes, and the reason why we know that is because there is a pre-presidential Donald Trump tweet saying, shouldn't do that. President shouldn't be doing that because President Obama at the time was, I believe, talking about the name of the Washington football team. So, there has been a little bit of dancing, I guess. And this is a wild thing, especially if the stadium stuff gets held up. And obviously, the art of the deal. President Trump is a deal maker. That's kind of his entire thing. Everybody say, well, he got a rich dad. It's like, okay, a lot of people have rich dads.
You're fired.
A lot of people have rich dads. He's been able to make deals, I think, throughout his entire life. It's kind of his thing. Now, do all of them withstand or whatever it is? I don't know. I think not. I think there's some deals that happen and don't happen, and then I think that causes a lot of problems. I think some people get real happy, some people get real mad, and then they just kind of go like this, and that's politics.
Yeah.
I think
that's how it works.
But I think he can probably withhold fund. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of being a president.
He won't.
All right. D-Butch says he won't.
Politics, Jews, just yapping.
Plus, back. I think a president.
That's on Truth Social. Truth.
Are you on there?
I do not have an account over there.
That's where you sent me the link from.
They're probably battling with Threads, I would assume.
Well, 600 million active users on Threads.